Hey everybody, I'm at the Gordon Dam County Park and I got a nice shuttle here by John Pearson. He's one of the great volunteers with the Rural St. Croix chapter. I appreciate you helping me out today, John.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah.
Do you have any words of wisdom for us today?
Happy trails.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
It was very nasty last night when I was driving up, so I'm happy to see those sunny skies right there.
You don't want to mention that snow that's coming on Saturday, huh?
Yeah, we're supposed to get snow. That's why I'm trying to cover 15 miles today and 15 miles tomorrow. Yeah. So we'll see how well I do.
You don't have to worry about snowshoes yet.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much. Again, if I do get into some sort of trouble, I'd like to call you, you know, if I get into trouble or whatever. I appreciate that. All right. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Here's some of the information here. And there's below the dam down over there. This is North Country Trail information. I'm here. I'm going up to past Solon Springs today. I got to get moving. So we're going to go in the, what do you call, the Douglas Pine Barrens coming up. And but first off, we have the St. Croix flowage right here. And we've got the Gordon Dam right over here. We'll have to go take a look at the dam. This is not part of the North Country Trail. This is a side trail. So I gotta go like, I think it's less than a half a mile. And I will be connecting with the North Country Trail. Then like I said, oh, nice little area there. It looks like maybe a little stairway down for people to go fishing. Nice place for people to go fishing over here. I don't know if you can go off the dam. It says no diving. Doesn't say anything about fishing. But there's the water below the dam. We've got a white blaze because it's a side trail. So that's what that, and it's a little island right out there, right underneath the dam. And here we go. Alrighty. This looks some kind of like a little backwater from that St. Croix flowage. Looks to be beaver houses out here, beaver lodges. Great conversation this morning with John Pearson. He used to be a person who made boilers, like for big power plants, like down in Madison, like down near Portage, Columbia power plant, and the MG&E one in Madison, and so forth. So cool guy's been a great volunteer for the Rural St. Croix chapter. So we appreciate you guys, all you guys' hard work, and again enjoying this backwater area here. We are good here. We're up to the North Country Trail. And right here, that's the way I came the other time. I did out back to here. And that section's pretty good. It's along the St. Croix River and Scotts Rapids, the Gibson cabin, and so forth. So pretty good. Right here it shows I've got the Spring Creek at 1.5 miles. I think there's an A-frame bridge. And we've got the Rovers Lake campsite at 5.2 miles. So I got some stuff that is going to be good stuff coming up. And we're hiking through what you call the scrublands and pine barrens, or whatever you want to call it. That's what we're hiking through. Look at this tree here with the blaze on it. Unfortunately, it's dead. Oh, we got another live tree right over there. Really majestic. This is going to be a trail obstruction at some point unless it falls away from the trail. But nice little path through the scrublands here. It's nice seeing those tall trees. We're on our first boardwalk. I've heard this section's got lots of boardwalks, but the part going west from the junction back there had some really huge ones. I remember that from hiking it. But that's the first one we encountered today. Another looks to be longer, looks to be might be a little wet where these grasses, and it looks to curve up here. I don't know how long it is. Like I said, on this stretch there's some very long boardwalks, so it wouldn't surprise me if this one's another very long one. Oh, it seems to shut down right here. It's another boardwalk. I got a feeling I'm going to be saying that a lot. They did a lot of work in this section. The main thing to worry about now is slipping, because after a while these boardwalks tilt a little bit, and they need to tilt a little bit to get the water off of them. Then they start tilting a little bit more. This one seems to be a little tilted. So we're past that one. Here's a look at the trail. There's caution, logging ahead. So gotta watch out for that. I don't hear any equipment. Sure, if they're actively logging, you can hear the equipment for some time. For at least 3/4 of a mile or half a mile, you can hear the excavator. And so far the trail's been good. There's a lot of bumpiness to it, like a lot of rocks and roots and stuff. Like here's some rocks that, like I said, make it kind of uneven for walking. It's not quite a walk in the park. You got some bumpiness here that you got to be aware of, but you got a lot of cool stuff. So and the day's turning out to be pretty nice. So only supposed to be a high of 42. When you got the sun out last night, I was just dreading it because it was raining and wind gusts and you name it. It looked just terrible when I got up here last night. There's some more bumpiness right there, and here's a tree that's tipped over, but just making a little arch for the hikers here. That's what it is. You still can get it. Some more bumpiness. Well, that's what I mean. But I'm still kind of hiking with a little reckless abandon here, even though it's bumpy. I'm just kind of plowing through because I know I got 15 miles to do. I'd like to make sure I get it done before it gets dark. But the last mile is on a road, so if all else fails, I've got a headlamp and everything. It's just a road walk, so it shouldn't be bad. We're up to another shorter boardwalk here. I didn't film a few of the boardwalks, but anyway, right over there I see water, so that might be part of the flowage right there, or the backwaters or whatever. But I do see some water over that way. Let's see what happens down here. I didn't see any logging. I don't know exactly what's going on there. Maybe they just put it up and they haven't done it yet. But let's keep the camera rolling. It looks to be kind of a clearing up this way. So let's see if we see anything out here. Just some sort of, marshland. Oh, another boardwalk. This one's got a kink in it. Some rocks. Just kind of a marshy area here, I guess. With scrublands. This might be a long one. It looks to be curving all over the place down here. So we'll see. Oh, I think the end is in sight. There's some red berries. Probably not good for humans. And yeah, it looks like we're down to the end of it. Although, looks to be another one. Maybe another one coming up here. Let's take a look. We're coming down, hopefully to see the Spring Creek pretty soon. But we're still just hiking on in the lowlands with a lot of boardwalks. Boy, this must have been quite the project, all these boardwalks. And now the price of lumber is like doubled, so they're lucky they did it when they did. I don't know if that's, maybe we're coming up to Spring Creek here. Looks to be something over there. We're getting in the lowlands. Looks like there's something over here. So let's see what this is. It is a creek. Right there. Look at that. Wow. And the boardwalk keeps going and going and going here. Alright, we just went over another boardwalk. We seem to have veered away from the creek. And we're coming up on this big pine tree here. Two big pine trees. And a smaller pine tree. But so you get to hike by some big trees again here. But imagine we're going to be crossing that creek sooner or later. Amazingly, even though we're in the lowlands, I haven't got any wet shoes very much, no soggy spot. So the boardwalks are working. And whatever they did, it's working for me. We're up to the little bridge. But it's not the bridge over the Spring Creek. We were just next to the creek again. This looks really good. It looks fairly new. The creek's right over there. Yeah, I think they were working in this area. And like I said, here's the creek again. All right, here we're coming up to something massive. Here's the little bridge. There's the creek, and that's what I remember seeing as a big A-frame bridge here. Like I said, I believe they've been working on this summer. It's fairly new. Look at that! Wow. Sometimes he has a little emblem on it that says Rovers in the year. This looks new. Part of the ramps look like they might be old. But right there, look at that. I don't see an emblem on it. Usually he's got that thing. Alright, I'm going to stop here and re-gear here. Let's take one last look around. I had a little leak problem with my camera back there. I gotta get a new one. The new generation looks like it's gonna be better. But I just kind of laid out my stuff on this platform, got re-geared, and then started to admire this beautiful pine tree here. It's a wonderful, wonderful spot. I took off my puffy jacket. I put on this little buff here because my ears are getting a little cold. So it's hot in some areas, cold in other areas, and we're on our way again. Well, it's 1.5 miles. I'm doing 15 miles, so that's 1/10 of the trip there. This one needs some work. Looks like a board broke on it. Right there. It curves around here and it's done. There's something else going on here. There's a post. Here's a post here for the boardwalk. It usually says something along the lines of 2008 Bruce St. Croix roving crew. And here looks to be some sort of junction of some sort. Right there. And here, I don't know if that's like what I call a maintainer's trail that the maintainer uses, you know, to get the mower in here or something like that. That could be what's going on. But we're supposed to be coming up on something called the Rainbow Bridge. Another boardwalk here. From 2008 here. They put a lot of work in on this. This is a lot of work doing this. But, you know, it's lasted here 12 years and it still looks pretty good. Now, I imagine they come out, the maintainers, if we got these little crossbars there, if the boardwalk starts getting a little tilted, they come in and work on the, put some more stuff under the crossbar or something like that. But doing good. Looking for the Rainbow Bridge. And this looks like a little creek right here. Oh, wow. Alright, we're coming out to this turnaround here. The trail going back that way. And evidently this trail follows this road for a ways. I wish I'd have a blaze. Unless it goes off someplace, I don't know. It'd be nice to have a blaze like right over here. Just to let me know I'm going the right way. It wasn't very far from that turnaround and I found the trail again. They still should have a little bit better blazing right there. Logging roads and old forest roads are the places that I've gotten messed up on more than any place that there is when I'm hiking. They just don't mark them very well. But we're back on the real trail now. Nice piney walk here since that one little road that we're on for a little bit. Pine needles, pine trees, just a nice little piney walk. And now it looks like we're coming to the end of it. Right down here. We're back out and, you know, with birch trees and everything else. But it's really cool while it lasted. We're crossing some sort of forest road here. Maybe it was the same one I saw before with the what do you call it, the circle at the end of the road. Could be. I think John did say something about crossing the same road a few times. Now that I remember. This is a little bit more of a more mature. You got some bigger trees like this one, type forest. Nice forest here. We're coming into some pines again. Maybe this is another pine plantation. Right here. This section's been nice. This really nicely groomed trail. No rocks. Very, very even. You can walk pretty fast. So just cruising along. Haven't seen any bridges lately, and I think there's one marked on the map, the Rainbow Bridge. I think we passed that already. I think that's the curved one that had a little creek at the end of it here. Looks to be another forest road we're coming up on. But here's the deal. In Minnesota, when I was hiking, here's a little forest road here. And when I was hiking in Minnesota, they had the little sign saying the name of the lake. I thought that was really cool. And what they can do is, if you have something on the map that says something like Rainbow Bridge, you should have it labeled, in real life out here on the trail, so people know where they're at. First boardwalk or bridge in a while. 2006 this made. A little creek in these kind of wetlands here. That one's got a little busted spot. And we're back into the nice woods again here. You want to know where Bucky Badger is? I'll tell you. He's right there. Right next to the trail. He's down in this little mound. Look at that. They're quite the diggers. Now we're next to this thickety area here. Maybe it had been logged or something, but lots of, smaller trees, quite the thicket. Here's an old forest road out here in the thicket. Look at the birch thicket here. Wow. But we got a nice trail going through it. Some of it's been a little rough, but most of it's like smooth sailing. So I think I'm making a really good time. I don't know, I got 16 miles to do, so I don't want to lollygag too much. Here's a nice pine tree and another road. Could be the same road. I don't know. But it gets a no ATV sign or no horses, this one is. And over here, there's a deer track there. I guess our next real landmark will be the campsite, the Rovers Lake campsite. When we hit that, that'll be 5 miles, so we'll be having a third of the hike done. Now this is a pine plantation over here. Look at, they made little grooves for the trees to be in, so the water goes to the trees, it looks like. I don't know why else they would do that. Coming through the forest with the gnarly pines. Not sure exactly what type of tree those are, but up here looks like there's one that's dead. Looks all brown and whatever. Right there, that one. Looks like it. Oh, darn it. There was some sort of hole on the trail. Right there. Alrighty. We're coming up to some sort of road here. And now we are getting into the scrublands. Look at this. It's truly a no cover at all here. When I was in the woods before, I had cover from the wind. This looks like maybe I'm gonna have to put my bubble jacket back on again if I get too cold. Looks like we're coming up on some power lines, and I think there must be a road over here. And there's a sign. So, but look at all the grasslands we're hiking through. Kind of grasslands, barrens, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it looks like we got signage up here. So, that's good. I like this format where they have a sign on each side of the road. I think I'm going to do that with the Heritage Chapter, because the rest of Wisconsin does it that way. We got to get signs for the Heritage Chapter. So here we are, we're up to a road. And what does it say? Even is paved. What do you know? Alright. So this way says Prairie Lane 0.4, Spring Creek 2.5. 5 miles since going down. So I'm making some progress. And I wonder if this is Highway M or not. But what? Oh no, it isn't. Highway M is in 1.7 and the Rovers Lake campsite is in 1. Some beautiful pines, and right here's kind of a thickety area with lots of little trees on both sides of the trail. And the big pines too. It's kind of a contrast of worlds here. The small thickety trees and the big majestic ones. Alright, hopefully the Rovers campsite will be in some big pines. A grove of pines, and we got grasslands down there. We have a little dip. You'd think the lake would be down in there, but should be coming up fairly soon. Ooh, I think I see a lake. Yay. Right down over there. That has to be the Rovers Lake. Undoubtedly named after the roving crew. Basically, you know, you can name something for local use. We tried to get something named by the Geographical Society of Wisconsin, and they wouldn't name it, but they said, oh, you can still call it that as long as it's, you know, it's just a local use thing. So that's what we did. So if you call something like this is Rovers Lake, if you call it that long enough, then it'll become the historical use for it, and they'll name it that by the say, here's what they've been having through this grassland. It's these posts with the blazes. Alrighty, there's a great shot of the Rovers Lake right there. I think it's gonna be a ways till we get to the campsite. I'd be guessing it's over in that grove of trees over there. That's still gonna be a good maybe half a mile from here. Alright, where I climbed up a little hill, and there's the Rovers Lake down below. But I'm guessing the campsite's got to be up here somewhere with a little water trail going down to the lake there. I think we must be coming up on it. Alright, we're here. Here's the campsite. Right there. There's the beautiful shot of the campfire area. This is Rovers Lake. And here must be some tent pads. And there's a logbook box, which I will write in a minute or two. But just a beautiful view here. I'm not sure how you get down to the water to get your water, but there's probably some sort of path to get down there. Maybe it's a little bit, maybe you go down that way. Looks like it's going downhill there. Maybe that's the way. But just a really cool, really cool area here. But the trail cuts right through it. So let's look back this way. Here's some tent pads. And there's another little lake back here. And over here, it looks to be, I like this campsite. It's a little bit of oddity, but no, this is just another tent pad. So I thought maybe that was the latrine trail, but I guess not. There's got to be a latrine here. That's how Bill makes them, unless it's not allowed in this land. You know, in the Douglas County Forest. But I'm guessing must be down this way. Let's go down here and take a look. Yep, there it is. There's the latrine, and that's the end of the trail right there. Alright, I'm leaving the campsite, and it does say water this way. So this seems like it goes downhill a ways. There's the campsite right there. I put a posting in the logbook. I said, you know, the normal stuff, you know, about the day, kind of a cold day. And then my last comment was, that was one cold toilet seat, my friend. So, yeah, when you're at a campsite, you might as well use the facilities, right? So here's a little lake over there, and here's the bigger lake. It looks like we're coming right down near the big lake here. Okay, we're gonna have our last view of Rovers Lake here before we go up over this hill. There's been a couple hills lately around Rovers Lake. That's gonna be it. Just a wonderful spot, I imagine. You know, the birds are all gone, but during the summer, that must be a wonderful birding spot. And we're coming up on the bird sanctuary. So, I don't know if that's part of it or not, but definitely a great spot for it. Alright, it's over the horizon. Big pine here. It looks like the top of it got blown off of it. Those are the only thing green around here. I think I see Highway M over there. It's a paved road. And here's another hole. I've been seeing a bunch of these. Not sure what makes those. If it is in fact a badger or wolverine or what the heck makes that. Groundhog, woodchuck, all that stuff. And just look at this. Is just kind of like a moonscape with all the dead brown leaves and trees that don't have any leaves on them, like that one. It's just a moonscape. Alrighty, there's another little pothole lake right there, just south of the Highway M, and there's Highway M. And let's see what this sign says. It says Rovers Lake 0.7, Suckley Road 1.7. And let's see what I'm up against next. See what it says here. There's Highway M. This is Bird Road 0.7, Bird Sanctuary 1.4, and US 53 Trailhead 3.7. Alright, north of Highway M, there's another cute little pothole lake down there. And here's the sample of the trail. Again, everything's brown except for the blue blaze of the North Country Trail up here. We came right up to another of these pothole lakes right here. It's got a little trail coming out to the lake in case you need to get water. But I'm sure during the summer there's birds here galore. Oh, look at all that. Crossing another little, what you call, forest road. And there's another little pothole right there. I think I see another road over there. That must be the bird sanctuary road. So it's a pothole over here too. So that's why this is the bird sanctuary. A lot of pothole lakes. I think we're coming up to the bird sanctuary road, and we have signs. There was just another little pothole lake over there, just south of this road. Another little pothole lake for birds, I guess. And what does it say here? Highway M.7, Rovers Lake 1.4, Suckley Road 2.4, and your normal North Country Trail. And here we have Bird Sanctuary Road 0.7. Oh, I thought this was Leo Creek Campsite 2.3, and Highway 53 is 3. Alright, I thought this was the Bird Sanctuary Road. I guess I'm wrong. But, alright, we're up to a spot that says parking lot. There's a parking lot, I think, about a half a mile down that way. And this, I think, is a campsite over here that just the Rovers use, I think. It's not marked on the map, but I think this might be it. John Pearson was showing me an area that he said was used by the Rovers, so that could be it. We're kind of joining a road here. I don't know how long. I don't think that it's going to last too long. I think it ducks back into the woods right over here. So I think the airport's around here too, fairly close by. Alright, here we got the odd configuration of two blazes on one tree, one on top of each other. I think the second person wasn't as tall or something like that. And there's another little pothole lake over on this side of the trail. It's kind of thickety here, so you can just barely see it over there. It's a big old tree stump. At first I thought it was a rock, but it's a tree stump. Looks like they took a chainsaw to part of it. We're coming out of this woods here and into this thickety area. You can see the trail go curve around that way, and the blue blazes way over there. So, and over here you can see the little red balls on the electric line, meaning that it's near an airport. Alright, we're coming up to a road. I think it's the bird sanctuary road. And let's see what it says. Here, it's got a North Country Trail emblem. Bird Road. Okay, so that's what that's what got me confused. This is called Bird Sanctuary Road, this one right here. And the other one is Bird Road. So, and let's see. There's the road there and there. And Leo Creek campsite 1.6, 53 is 2.3, and Lucius Woods is 4.1. So, and Lucius Woods is in Solon Springs. Just hiking through the barrens right here. Surprised I haven't seen like deer or anything like that. So maybe they hang low until dusk this time of year. But here's another mound. I don't know what makes all these mounds. I'll have to ask somebody. There's the little bench right there. And here's a view of some little potholes right there. This looks like an Atlee Oswald bench, but I don't see an AO on it, but it's his style of bench. And you got a beautiful view of this, you know, pothole lake area here. That's really great for birds during the summer. Look at that. A lot of potholes. Lakes around here. That's really cool. And you can see for quite a ways here. We just went up a fairly vigorous hill here. There's another view of that pothole lake there. Again, good for birds. Now it looks like we're on top of this for a ways. And Leo Creek should be coming up within a mile or so. I made it to a spot with a bench, another bench here. And like I said, about 20 minutes ago we were at a bench way over on the other side. So here's another one. And we must be leaving the area. So we're going up over this hump and we're going to see that little lake again. Here we go. We come up to a little forest road here. And there's a sign that says The Bear Trap. I'm not sure. It's kind of the name of this section, maybe? I don't know. But there's a sign finishing up with the scrublands here and going into the woods after this little forest road right here. Yeah, it looks like we're back in the beautiful mature woods again. Right there. And we're back to having trees with two blazes on it. Alright, it seems like we're hiking on this ridge with the hill going down that way quite a bit. Looks fairly steep. So maybe at the bottom of that valley is where the Leo Creek is. Now, we're just kind of going, parallel to the ridge or right on the ridge. So it should be interesting to see what happens next if we actually go down to the creek and back up or what. So let's see what's going on up here. We're coming out to another grassy area. Oh, it's the electric line right away here. Look at those electric line. Holy crap. That's big. Yeah, that's as tall as like a 10-story building. There, maybe that's the creek down there that we're gonna get to eventually. There's some sort of road we're crossing, or maybe it's an ATV trail. Look at that. Looks like an ATV trail to me. We're coming up to Leo Creek. Here's a little pond for it. This is the ATV trail. It must have been a railroad at one time, maybe. And the creek goes underneath it. There's a pipe where it comes out right there. A big old cement pipe. So it goes through the hill to the other side. And interesting layout. So I'm hoping that's Leo Creek. And we're going to have a campsite pretty soon. We found it, Leo Creek. The Leo Creek campsite. Right here. And let's go take a look at it. It's got an ammo box. I'll write in something there. I'll write something in that in a little while. But let's go check the campsite out. Oh, it's back in here a ways. Here it is. There's some tent pads here. Here's the campfire area. And back here must be the latrine. Yeah, it's the latrines back here. So, pretty short and sweet campsite. Not the biggest campsite in the world. But, here'd be a good place for a tent pad, and you got some tent pads over that way. So it ain't bad. There's another Atlee Oswald bench that's got the AO on it. And I'm gonna sit down and take a break. There's the main campsite, which is down that way, about 75 yards. And then right out here near the trail, there's little spots where you can camp. It said camping there. That was unusual. So kind of like two different campsites. Maybe up here could be a tent pad too. So interesting situation there. It's nice if you come to a campsite and it's already filled up, then you can got a place nearby where you can camp. We're coming up on a gravel road, but I can hear Highway 53, and we'll be crossing it in like a half a mile. So and after that we'll be heading into Solon Springs. So there you have it. The a wet spot on the trail. I've gone like 9 miles, and that's the first wet spot I've seen. Maybe they need to build a little boardwalk there. we got a pond over on this side of the trail, which is the south side. On the north side, we got a big green hill. Looks like it might have been landfill at one time. It's big, it's green, maybe it's still. And now we're coming up on the boardwalk. That's the first boardwalk in a while. So they had a reprieve for a while. But when I first started, there's all sorts of boardwalks. We're coming up to this junction. If you go to the left, it goes to the parking lot. The parking lot up by the sewage treatment plants up that way. And what does it say here? Lucius Woods County Park 1.8. And so here I think we got, I'm stopping way before that 9-mile mark. I think I only got 6 miles left. So, but I think it's getting around 3 o'clock or so. I haven't checked my phone lately. But, you know, we got 6 miles. Should be done by 6, I would think. We're coming up here to Highway 63 and at Holly Lucius Road. And this is where I must need to cross. Right here. I'm gonna go halfway. Like I said, up that way's the trailhead near the sewage pond. Right there. And maybe I can get across all the way here. If I hurry. Yeah. There they go. Alrighty. There's Highway 53. It's got a turn blaze up here. I gotta go up this big bank here. And there's a sign up here. Let's see what the sign says. Some more signs by Rita Oswald here. Business 53.7. Alright, here they have a bench. And like I said, this is the ponds or the sewage treatment plant. And there's the trailhead down there for the North Country Trail. There, and of course this is Highway 53. Alright, we're crossing some sort of road. There's some sort of building up that way. And it's blocked off down here. So I don't know if that's like the, you know, the dump or something, or how that works. But that's what's going on. Okay, we're coming down to a road. And then I think we're going to be coming right by Swanson's pretty soon. This is Business 53 we're coming up on. Okay, we've got a turn signal going to the left here. So, let's see, going down this Business 53 for a while. Then I think it crosses and goes between the railroad track and the Business 53. I stopped by here at Swanson's, said hi to them, just, you know, because they're friendly to the North Country Trail. So that's what I did. And they've got cabins and stuff, but she says they're all booked up for hunting this weekend. So here's some of the little cabins right there. I'm hiking between the alternative 53 or the Business 53, I guess you'd call that, and the railroad tracks. on this little two-track road. You can see there's the blue blaze right there. That guy's moving pretty good. I was thinking about when I heard the train whistle about getting to the other side, but it was moving so fast I decided nope. I still got like a block to go before I have to turn into Lucius Woods County Park. The train went by and I got across the tracks. Hi. And here's the directional signal for the North Country Trail. We just passed the Lions Club ball field there. We're still on Railroad Street, and I believe up here I'll be taking a right and going into Lucius Woods County Park for a little off-road hike in the woods. I'm at Lucius Woods County Park, and here's where the North Country Trail starts up. Let's see what it says here. Performing Arts Centers, 0.4, Main Street, 0.6, and Reinsberg Road, 2.3. There looks to be a North Country Trail kiosk over there. And we're taking this little hike right here. I guess that's basically it. I just started oh shoot. Is that a dog or, oh, it's a dog. I thought it was a bear. Oh my lord. Saw my first hiker on the trail today, and it just happened to be a dog walker from Solon Springs. And the dog, I seen the dog first, and it was black, and I thought, God, that's a bear at first. And when I seen it, yes, I didn't see the owner. It was around the bend. But that's what we're doing. We're going through Lucius Woods. That looks like some sort of parking lot over there. All right, we're coming up to this bridge with the creek, but I think we're not going that way. It's got a paved path, and then it looks like we're going this way here, down past another bridge here. Nice creek here. We're crossing the creek again. That's about the 4th time we've crossed it. Maybe it's not the last. Just down here in this little valley. Solon Springs is over that way. Evidently, look at the cool hill over here. But from what I've heard about the history of this, is that whoever donated it wanted it to be a state park. But then the state said it's too small. So here, we've got number 7. There must be some sort of, nature book or something that goes along with these numbers. Here's number 8. Here is yet another crossing of the creek. And it's got a blaze on it, although the blue looks a little faded there. It does have a blaze. It looks like we're coming down to the lake. So that's going to be the end of the creek. But we still have to go north, so we might have to cross it again. Even yet. Oh yeah, this big building up here on the top of the hill, I think that's a performing arts center. It's like an amphitheater. And let's see what it says over here. Oh, self-guided nature trail. And doesn't really tell me where I'm supposed to go now. All right, there's the lake and the playground, and yes, we crossed the creek one more time. It's got North Country Trail on that. That's a really old symbol, but it's got some blazes. So let's see what we can do here. This has got to be the way. All right, this little area here wasn't blazed very good, and I come up here, and behind this tree, you gotta cut this down. There's arrow. And what does it say over here? It's got a mileage thing over here, and so on. But it turns out I'm going down this street until 3rd Street. Okay, I got an arrow going to the right here. So I'm going this way. Look at the house with all the screened in porch. That's pretty amazing. And then we've got a North Country Trail symbol right there. So we're on the right track. Yeah, 3rd Street's a nice little street to hike on. It's got some cool houses, and it's got some cool trees, and just a nice street with pine needles to walk on if you want to. Oh yeah. It appears we're turning to the left. We got a turn signal up here. And over here we got Biden supporters. And over there we got Trump supporters. So we're taking a left here. And we're supposed to be coming up to a off-trail or off-road segment. A real trail segment. Evidently what you're supposed to do is go over this guardrail. The North Country Trail starts right here. I don't know why they couldn't put a little opening in the guardrail, but that's beyond the point. Maybe it's unsafe if they did that. But here, Aden Creek, 0.8 miles, and Rhinesburg Road, 0.9 miles. We're coming up to a big bridge, A-frame bridge. I think this is Aden Creek, even though the campsite's not far away yet. And there's the railroad track up there. Look at that, what a steep bank. And then there's the culvert right there, a little dam even. I got a lot of stuff going on here. Here's another little dam. Right here, lots of stuff going on, but here we're going across the big A-frame bridge, and there looks to be another either a little pathway or a bridge here. Here's some stones in your pathway, and there's the culvert. Huge culvert, and we've got another boardwalk, and now it looks like we're going up a hill. So ugh. See what this is. 2013 this was built, but here we go. We got to go up that way. So from that bridge, we came up this hill in a big zigzag affair here. Oh, I pooped. That might be, we're still going up a little bit. But you can see the hill that we just came up. That might put me in mosey gear. I don't know how hard charging I'm going to be after that. You can see up there, there's the railroad track. We've been going near them for parallel to the railroad tracks for a while. And now it looks like we're going away from them. and then we should be heading that Aden Creek campsite. All right, we're crossing a little road here. And see what comes next. Alrighty. It appears we got this big bridge here, but before the big bridge, there's a Aden Creek campsite that's going down this way to the right, and I'm going to go down and check it out and see what it's like. It looks like there's and here's the creek right here, and it looks like there's another bridge down here to cross to get to the campsite. Oh wait, no, this is the campsite. This must be the bridge. Here looks like the campsite right here, and this looks like it might be the bridge to the latrine here. So it's going here. It's got a white blaze trail, but that could be what's going on. It could be the bridge to the latrine. Yeah, it's back over there. I see it. So you got the Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin right here. You've got the bridge to the latrine. Cool little campsite here. I really like it. There's a bend in the river, and the campsite's right at the bend of the river. You do have a few tent pads right there, right in here. It's not the world's biggest campsite, but it'll work. Okay, I'm on the Aden Creek Bridge here. A-frame bridge, really nice. I like that campsite and the curve of the river. That was cool. But now, after 1/10 of a mile, I'm supposed to come out to a road. And then eventually I get the highway AA and get the highway A and so forth like that. I got about a 2.5 mile road walk after coming up. So I put my little red light on the back of my backpack, just as a tail light. Okay, we're coming up to the road walk here. On the Rhinesburg Road. And it's actually got an arrow telling us to go right, so that's good. So let's see what the sign says. Aden Creek, point 1, Highway A, point 9, blah, blah, blah. So there we go. These people, like I said, this is Rhinesburg Road. Maybe these people are the Rhinesburg. Lots of times the roads are named after the people who live on it. Alrighty, we're finished with Rhinesburg Road. And we got the turn signals to go to the right here. And it looks like we're going to be going downhill. But I know at some point we got a big hill like this to go up. So it's not going to be a consolation here. But we got, from what I'm calculating, exactly 2 miles from that corner to get to the car. Coming up on A here. Right here, and it's got a turn signal going to the left here. And then we go down here, now less than a half a mile, I think, and we turn on the first road going to the left. This person looks like they built a little greenhouse in the front of their house. Being this far north, you gotta get an early start on everything. So on Highway A, this has been the most traffic of any road that I've been hiking on. But I think we're coming up to our street and just around the bend here. Coming up to our left-hand turn, and I don't know how you pronounce this road right here. I have no idea. Slabberg, Jobberg, something like that. Jobberg, whatever. And there's a car for sale. Looks like a Ford Taurus. Oh well. And I go on this road, or whatever the name is pronounced. I go on it for over a mile, and it's got a big hill coming up here. Now we're coming up to a little bridge. So it looks like a creek right there. It's kind of going across the road diagonally, and it's over here. There's a little imperfection in the road, and when I was way back that way, I thought that was somebody hiking. Like, that's somebody hiking on the road? Another person on the North Country Trail? No, it turns out it's just some water on the road. So yay, we're coming up the hill. Oh yay. Alright, I made it to the top of this big hill. And here's the blacktop now. Sometimes they put blacktop on roads where it keeps washing out. Because that's pretty steep right there. But here I think I'm seeing the road that I'm turning right on. It's right up here. Said there's a guy that's got a bunch of cool stuff in his yard. An old wagon and an old plow. And so on. And I think the car's just around this corner here that you can't see it yet. Got down to the corner, I still can't see it. Maybe I'll see it when I get down by this curve. Here. It'd be nice to see the man. It's always nice to see the man. Alright, I'm at the corner of Higher Road and Crowshaw Road. I thought I don't see the car yet. But the funny thing about this is this says CROWSHAW, where down at the other corner it didn't have the first W in it. It was CRO then SHAW. So two roads and or two signs, and they got different spelling. That's kind of like the Hubble wildlife area. The Hubble road is spelled one way, and the wildlife area is spelled a different way. It's kind of goofy. Okay, now I'm fairly agitated and it's getting dark out. I went down a half a mile that way, and that's not the way I thought it was. It was the Crowshaw Road, but I think this is the way right here. I don't know if there was any blaze. Oh, here, there's a blaze on that dead end sign. So there we go. Must be down this way. Oh well, I've done dumb things before, but this is gonna. I could have been in the car and, you know, moseying up to a bar by now. Oh, and you can just barely see my car now. It's just, if I had came down here and if the road wasn't so hilly there, I would have seen my car. I wonder if this is supposed to be the parking lot right here. I don't know. I parked down here next to the trail. Yeah, added an extra at least 8/10 of a mile before. Yesterday, I think I hiked at least 4/10 of a mile, and I figured out I was going the wrong way. But here it is, and there's. I'm gonna park the same place tomorrow, and he's gonna take me to the Gaylord Nelson portal, and I think that'll be a 14-mile day tomorrow. Today, like I said, as far as trail miles, I think it's around 16. So that's what's going on.